In today's video, I will be describing the nature of three gunas, their activity, their function. In the last video, we have completed the discriminative knowledge, which is essential to attain liberation from all the threefold miseries. Now, we shall understand the three gunas which constitute Mula Prakriti. The term guna is a bit misleading in my opinion, because when we say guna, in English it is attribute or quality, we think of it in relation to a substance attribute, in relation to a substance. So while in the context of Samkhya philosophy we talk about guna, we think that Prakriti is the substance, and the three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas, are the attributes of the substance called Prakriti. But it is misleading, it is not the case. Here the thing is to be remembered is that these gunas, the combination of these gunas constitute Prakriti. There is nothing beyond these three gunas that is to be understood as Prakriti. Rather, Prakriti means the combination of these three gunas. Why the term guna has been mentioned over here? Guna has different connotation. Guna refers to the rope. In dictionary you will find that guna has several meanings. That is why it is a bit ambiguous. On the one hand, it refers to the quality or attributes of a substance. At the same time, it has also a different meaning. It refers to rope, a rope that is made up of threads, several threads. So in that case, the analogy of rope, many a times it has been given in order to clarify the function of three gunas from the Sankhya standpoint only. That the three gunas are just like a rope. The three gunas serves to bind the spirit soul, to make him suffer, and it is the cause to make him realize that in order to get rid of the suffering, he needs right knowledge, and ultimately by dint of right knowledge it attains liberation. So the function of three gunas is to help the spirit soul to attain liberation. So the purpose of the Prakriti is to make the Purush or the Atman to realize that he is different from the material nature, since he keep on identifying himself with the matter. So since the three modes of material nature, sattva, rajas and tamas, bind the Purusha and give him suffering, constant suffering through pleasure, pain and delusion in a cyclic manner. So the ultimate motive is to make the spirit realize that he is different from matter, and this knowledge, the discriminative realization, will lead him finally to the attainment of emancipation. So this is the ultimate objective of functioning Prakriti, functioning of the three gunas. So now the three gunas, their nature, their function, their purpose has been described in two karikas, 12th and 13th karika. So let's begin 12th karika. I am going to recite it. Pritya priti vishadatmaka prakasha pravritti niyamartha ananya abhibhava ashrayah janana mithuna vrittayah cha gunaha pritya priti vishadatmaka. So the three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas, are of the nature of pleasure, pain and delusion respectively. Sattva gun is of the nature of happiness. Here happiness would be the correct term. Rajas is of the nature of pain and tamas is of the nature of delusion. Now their function has been mentioned. Prakasha pravritti niyamartha. Sattva gun serves the purpose of illumination. Rajas serves the purpose of activity. Tamas is responsible for delusion. So wherever you will find that there is illumination, manifestation, okay, you must infer that there is sattva functioning as the underlying cause. And wherever you will notice activity, then rajas, it is the rajas who is functioning. Now whenever you will find that there is obscure, where is restraint, okay, so tamas serves the purpose of restraint. It restricts things, to not to happen, okay. That restriction, that hindrance is due to tamas. So prakasha pravritti niyamartha, prakasha pravritti niyamartha, yes. So sattva serves the purpose of illumination, it manifests things, it moves away ignorance, okay. And rajas is responsible for activity and tamas serves the purpose of restraint. Now ananya avibhava ashrayah janana mithuna vrittayah cha gunaha. Now their mutual interrelation, has been described. Ananya avibhava ashrayah, they are mutually dominating, mutually supportive, mutually productive and mutually cooperative, okay. So mutually dominating means what? When these three gunas are always keep on dominating each other, keep on overpowering each other. So when sattva gun attains its nature, it means it has dominated, it has subjugated other two gunas, okay. When rajas become active, when rajas attains its nature, it attains its nature by subduing rest of the two gunas. When similarly when tamas becomes active, when it takes up its own nature, it means it has dominated sattva guna and rajaguna. So this is how they act, this is how they always keep on dominating each other, and in Sanskrit it is called ananya avibhava. Ananya avibhava, ananya ashraya, they are mutually supportive. Here mutually supportive does not imply that ashraya, the term ashraya does not imply that container contained relationship. That means something is the container and something is contained in the container. It is not the thing. Rather mutually supportive, in simple words, one operates resting upon the other two. So when sattva gun start operating, it operates resting upon rajas and tamas. So its operation of illumination takes place resting upon rajas and tamas. Similarly, resting upon sattva and tamas, rajaguna functions. That means the activity, it becomes active resting upon sattva and tamas. And likewise tamaguna, it becomes active, it start operating, resting upon sattva and rajaguna. So this is about ananya ashraya, ananya vibhava ashraya, janana mithuna vrittaya cha gunaha. Mutually productive. Janana means productive. So one produce its effect. One produce its effect on the basis with the assistance of other two. So when sattva produces its effect, it takes the assistance of the remaining two gunas. Okay, so ananya avibhava ashraya janana. So one helps each other. I mean, three are mutually supporting in order for producing something. Okay. Without the assistance of other two, one cannot produce its objects. Okay. So now mutually dominating, mutually supporting, mutually productive, and the last one is mutually cooperating. So these three gunas are always mutually cooperative. They the one guna cannot be found separated from any other guna. Any of the guna cannot be separated from the rest. So they are always mutually cooperative. They are always together, mutually concomitant. So this is about the three gunas, and in the subsequent verse we shall find more characteristics about these gunas. This will make us understand how the Prakriti functions and the underlying reasons of the functioning Prakriti.